That slick, convenient roll of parchment paper you trust with your baking? It's a chemical trap. We're conditioned to trust it as the clean choice, but that buttery smooth glide is hiding a lethal secret. Lab tests found PFAS, forever chemicals, contaminating your blood chromium, the Aaron Brockovich poison and dioxins that migrate into your fat tissue forever. It's not just paper, it's a delivery system for industrial coatings touching your child's snacks. Today, we dismantle 7 major brands from budget giants to organic icons, exposing a calculated silence that sells American substances banned in Europe a decade ago. While the FDA stays sidelined, profit margins dictate your toxic load. Stop watching and you're choosing a convenience your body pays for in 20 years. Before we name the brands sitting in your drawer right now, tell me in the comments which city are you tuning in from? And how many times a week does parchment paper touch your family's food? Let's look at your kitchen drawer through a clinical lens, starting with the brand hiding behind a healthy halo. Our investigation begins at number 7, with a brand found in millions of American pantries, Great Value Parchment Paper. At just $3 for 30 square feet, it is the cheapest parchment in America. Budget-conscious families go through these rolls weekly for sheet pan dinners and Sunday meal prep. But pull out a sheet right now and run your fingers across that surface. Feel that slick, waxy coating. Here is the first hard truth: the parchment paper isn't the product. The coating is the product. The paper is merely the delivery system. Without that chemical layer, your food would stick like glue. Walmart's house brand uses a chromium-based coating called Quilon. The European Union banned Quilon for food contact in 2012. Yet Walmart continues to sell it because it's cheaper than safe silicone. When you heat this paper to 350, 400, or 450 degrees, the Quilon breaks down and releases hexavalent chromium, the same carcinogen that poisoned Hinckley, California. This is the exact chemical that cost Pacific Gas and Electric $333 million in settlements after the Aaron Brockovich case. You're saving pennies at the register, but baking your dinner on a $333 million cancer risk. Flip the box over and try to find the coating details. You won't. If you see that waxy sheen and no silicone label, you are looking at a banned substance. Walmart's price tells you exactly what they think your safety is worth. Moving to number 6, we find the digital shadows of Amazon bestseller parchment papers. These are brands with names you've never heard of, boasting thousands of 4.5-star ratings and giant rolls for $8. It looks like a bargain, but it's a total gamble. This is a system of ghost brands. Open a box today and it might smell neutral. Buy the same brand in 3 months and it smells like industrial solvent or plastic. This inconsistency is the signature of unverified Chinese factories with zero quality control. These products are often imported by transient storefronts hiding behind fake reviews purchased in click farms. Amazon's marketplace is notorious for purchased ratings and review farms that manipulate the algorithm. Hold a sheet to the light and notice the thin spots and the uneven coating. These factories ship whatever passes a minimum check. When a problem arises, these sellers simply vanish and relaunch under a new name. You have no way to know if you're baking on Quilon or cheap industrial-grade PFAS. A bestseller badge measures marketing budgets, not safety standards. Have you ever bought a kitchen product on Amazon that smelled more like a factory than a kitchen? I want to know which ghost brand let you down in the comments. Stop buying the badge. It measures manipulation, not quality. Our investigation takes a turn at number 5 with a brand hiding behind a healthy halo, 365 Whole Foods parchment paper. You pay a premium here because you trust the Whole Foods name to act as a safety shield. But look at that paper, it is a surgical blinding white. Wood pulp is naturally brown. To get it, this white manufacturers bleach it with chlorine. This process creates dioxins, among the most toxic compounds known to science. The EPA classifies dioxins as likely human carcinogens that accumulate in your body fat and never break down. Since Amazon's $13.7 billion takeover of Whole Foods quality standards have faced immense pressure to meet conventional margins, They sell you white paper because it looks cleaner, betting that the Whole Foods halo prevents you from questioning the bleach. Whole Foods is selling you conventional toxins at premium prices. Dioxins have no safe level of exposure. 0. If your paper is white, it is bleached. It's time to stop paying for the image of health and start looking at the actual color of the pulp. The betrayal becomes generational at number 4 with Reynolds Kitchen's Parchment paper. This is the household icon. Your mother used it. Your grandmother used it. The brand trust runs generations deep, and that trust is exactly what they are exploiting. In 2012, when the EU banned Quilon, Reynolds didn't stop using it. They just stopped selling it to Europeans. They reformulated their European product to safe silicone while continuing to dump the toxic Quilon version onto the American market for the last 12 years. Same box, same brand, but different formulas for different continents. Try this at home, put a sheet in a 400-degree oven, wait a few minutes, then open the door and inhale carefully. Catch that faint metallic chemical smell. That is the Quilon coating failing under heat. Reynolds decided your health was worth less than the cost of a global factory update. They calculated that American consumers wouldn't track European safety news. Have you been using Reynolds thinking big brand means highest standard? Your loyalty has been met with a calculated corporate math equation. At number 3, we encounter the authority King Arthur Baking Company Parchment paper, a 230-year-old pillar of transparency that will teach you the protein percentage of flour but refuses to answer basic safety questions. Their website is a gospel of baking science, yet when consumer advocacy groups asked if their parchment was Quilon-free or PFAS-free, King Arthur cited proprietary information and supplier confidentiality. This silence is damning. If they used pure food-grade silicone, they would use it as a marketing advantage. Instead, they sell a bright white chlorine-bleached paper with an undisclosed coating. Education builds their brand, but secrecy protects their margins. The authority on baking chooses secrecy over the safety of the bakers they teach. When a company built on education refuses to disclose their chemistry, the authority is compromised. Their silence tells you exactly what their priorities are. The eco trap is perfectly represented by number 2, If You Care Parchment paper. It's unbleached, FSC certified, and brown. Your brain registers safe because of the natural color. But here is the catch. FSC certification only regulates the trees, not the coating chemistry. While it avoids chlorine and dioxins, the silicone coating is unspecified. Not all silicone is pure. Some manufacturers use PFAS additives to improve release or heavy metal catalysts during production. If You Care does not publish third-party testing for PFAS content. They have successfully redirected your attention to the health of the forest while avoiding the question of your internal health. Green packaging doesn't guarantee a clean coating. It is a better choice than the bleached brands, but it is not a transparent one. Don't let a natural look stop you from demanding the lab results. Finally, we reach the most dangerous chemical exposure in the kitchen. Number 1, Reynolds Kitchen's non-stick parchment paper. This premium variety promises superior release, and it delivers that through the use of PFAS, the forever chemicals. These are the toxins at the heart of the class action lawsuits that cost DuPont $671 million and forced 3M to pay $10.3 billion in settlements. PFAS are linked to cancer, thyroid disease, immune damage, and developmental problems in children. These chemicals do not break down, not in 100 years, not ever. They accumulate in your bloodstream, your liver, your kidneys, and even your brain. In 2021, independent testing confirmed these chemicals are present in the coating of this specific Reynolds paper. When you roast healthy vegetables on this heat, causes PFAS to migrate directly into your food. You are paying a premium for a substance that stays in your liver and brain for life. This is the ultimate systemic failure, a premium product that is actually the most dangerous one on the shelf. You use it once, throw it away, and it poisons your body and the environment simultaneously. Go to your drawer right now. If it says non-stick and carries the Reynolds logo, throw it out. The parchment paper industry has normalized the use of toxic chemicals because the U.S. system protects corporate profit over consumer safety. While Europe has moved toward total bans, American families are left with the leftovers of industrial chemistry. But you don't have to be a victim of these standards. If you are looking for a safe pick beyond gourmet unbleached parchment paper, is the standard. It is made in France under strict EU regulations. You aren't buying American minimums. You're buying the safety requirements that actually banned Quilon in 2012. It is unbleached to notice the natural tan color, meaning zero chlorine or dioxins. The manufacturing standards are obvious. You'll see thickness consistency throughout the roll. No coating irregularities and zero batch-to-batch variation. At $8 to $10, it is about $4 more than the budget brands, but that is the price of peace of mind. For the absolute purest option, look for Paper Chef Culinary Parchment. Instead of wood pulp, they use fibers from lotus leaves. The lotus plant evolved to be naturally non-stick. Water and oil simply bead off. This means they require minimal processing and only a light touch of food-grade silicone. It is plant-based, fibrous, and fully compostable. Priced at $12 to $14, it eliminates the chemical variable entirely. But what if you don't want to spend extra on specialty paper? Here is the free alternative. Go back to the traditional method. Use a high-quality stainless steel tray, grease it with a thin layer of butter or coconut oil, and dust it with a little flour. It takes 2 extra minutes to wash the pan, but it is 100% free of chromium, PFAS, and dioxins. It is the ultimate consumer veto against a broken system. Today, we've unmasked the silent antagonists in your kitchen. We've seen how Walmart hides behind silence, how Reynolds maintains a shameful double standard, and how the health labels at Whole Foods can be a bleached lie. Your kitchen drawer decides whether you are baking on toxic chemicals or verified clean surfaces. Check your pantry tonight. Which brand are you throwing out? Did the 12-year EU ban on Quilon shock you as much as it shocked me? I read every comment, so let's start the conversation below. If this investigation helped you protect your family, please hit the like button. It helps this information bypass the algorithms that favor big advertisers. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to join our community of investigative consumers. And please share this video with anyone you know who bakes. This is information the brands won't put on the label, so it's up to us to spread the truth. Stay sharp. Read those labels and take control of what goes into your kitchen. Disclaimer. This script is for informational and educational purposes only. The findings are based on publicly available lab reports, regulatory filings, and independent testing data. This content does not constitute medical advice. Consumers should perform their own due diligence and consult with health professionals regarding chemical exposure and food safety.